In today's video, I will be going over how I make routines for Saturn Manes. This video is highly requested, and I decided to film a practice where I taught my club how to make a routine. The routine that I made had no planning behind it and was just completely from scratch in my head, so it's not perfect, but it does give you an idea of the creativity that you need, as well as use of the arena and finding new things to do and not making the same routine every time. So I hope this video helps you out, and if you do have any more questions, please don't be afraid to DM me, as I'm always here for help. I'm gonna have you guys follow me just to start off. So what I like to do, you guys can follow me, is honestly just run around the arena, because I need to find a unique starting position for the routine. So for the routine that we are working on, I have some of you coming from this corner, and I have some of you coming from the opposite corner. And the reason I'm doing that is because I haven't done that before. So if I wanted to start a new routine right now, I would take, let's say, 2 of you at K, and I'll have you guys look on the slant line. And then let's say I have 2 more, so Saint and Charlie. Do the same thing at H. So looking on the slant line with your butts towards the letter. And then I'll have 2 more. And then over here. And let's take Ember at A. Let's have Yo-Yo at E. Woody at C. And River at B. So you guys are going to face the midline. So I will just take a random starting position like this, depending on how many people I want in the routine. So this would be for a 12-person routine. And then I'm going to find a unique starting sequence that'll really catch the viewer's eye. So I would have the 4 on the mid, canter up, and press X on go. So they're going to stop kind of like a crosshair, if you've ever seen one, like the 4 lines. And then I'm going to have these people come up and circle you guys, okay? So can I have just the people at all the mids trot on go, and then press X when I say go? So trot, set, go. Yeah, and then X set, go. Perfect. And now I'm going to have you guys go around them. We're going to do clockwise. So that means Will, you're going to go towards Ember. And then Indy, you're going to go towards Yo-Yo. And Saint, you're going to go towards Woody. And Brooke, you're going to go towards River, okay? So you're going to canter up. And then I'm going to have you go around them at a canter. And I want you guys here to tag onto the back of the line, okay? So let's try that, okay? Just starting from here. So again, I'm going to have the people who are on the mid lines trot, click X, and then I'm going to do canter, set, go for those of you on the slant lines, and do what you just did, okay? So trot, set, go, and X, set, go, and canter, set, go. And then once they're done going around you, remember to follow them. So you're going to tag onto the back of their line. Good, and halt. How about as soon as you pass your person, you turn to the die on your left? If I'm Will, okay, I'm going to canter on my canter, set, go. I'm going to go around Ember. And then as soon as I'm done, I'm going to go on the die to my left. So Indy, you're going to go towards the die at the door, and then Saint's going to go towards the die near the stairs at the stands. Brooke, you're going to go towards the die at the table. And X set, go. Canter set, go. Pass in front of the person. Head towards your die, and walk set, go. Split your right set, go. And or the outset, go. Could we make a circle out of this? Oh, we could make a circle out of this. All of these people, so Indy would turn to merge in here. Stormy would merge in front of Woody. Except it's hard for these guys to merge. Unless I keep these two curling around each other in the middle. And then you guys turn to merge. So it would be Bam, Brooke, Ember, Dolphin, and Will as the half of this line. And then this line would be Stormy, Woody, Indy, Charlie, and Saint. Alright, let's try that. So go back to the beginning. What we have so far is a halted beginning, which is what we're in right now. And what I'm doing is I'm playing with a bunch of different gates, so it's a lot more intriguing for the audience to watch. So I have those of you trot in and then halt, and I have those of you canter in and then you guys walk, and then I have you split U-turn, which puts you guys a little bit everywhere. So it's like organized chaos, which is my favorite thing. And then I have you guys do a move when you're in that split U-turn, so it's not just an empty walking or trotting. And then afterwards, I take the chaos and I put it into something that works, which would be the circle that was suggested by Indy. So that's what I like to do with my routines is, especially for the beginning, find something that's really intriguing. So if you're watching the beginning of a play, it's really like you kind of see what the story's about and a little bit of a plot twist in it. However, you don't see it all, so you have to keep watching the rest of the play to catch, the whole story. Exactly. It's like having the hook of a story at the beginning, but just enough to tease them to want more, but not to get the whole thing right in the first 30 seconds. So that's what I like to do. Same thing with the ending. I like to have a big thing for the ending that really brings the whole thing together and shows what the whole thing was about. So I don't want to just halt in an NTT flat in the center and then pass exit, leave the arena. I like to make it create a design. So that's what I do here. And that's why I don't like just like turn onto seawall and then triple curl and then cut mid and trade. I don't know, like trade at mid. And then once you're done the trade, we're going to cut at K. And then we're going to thread. And then turn onto the wall. And then die. Like, that's just very simple. I like to have you guys scattered on lines that usually we wouldn't use. I like to have you guys doing moves that aren't just on the midline or the wall. So, I also like to take a move in the dictionary. So we'll say retreat curl, and we'll play around with gates. So we'll have the curl of a retreat curl be in a canter, and then the curl over in a walk, and then maybe I'll add something on it after. So I'll do maybe a keyhole as soon as you're done the curl over, and that'll be at a trot. So then you'll have canter, curl, walk, curl over, trot, keyhole. And so it's not just a regular retreat curl. It has a little something at the extra. But set, go. Canter set, go. And walk on the die set, go. Split U-turn right set, go. And or the out set, go. And you're gonna try after. And circle set, go. A lot better. Good, so then, I also like to do a bunch of different variety of moves. So here we already have a circle move. We have, like sequence or like individual moves, which would be the split U-turn and then the orbit. And we also kind of have, like, big curvy moves when those who are facing the slant on the, like, at the letters, they are cantering and curving around their partner. So you want to have circle moves, you want to have individual moves, but you also want to have big curvy follow moves. I really love to have more curvy and flowy moves instead of sharp cut, mid, cut here, cut there. It just gets boring, and it's a lot more creative if you curve, because it also brings up the difficulty if your leads have to eyeball each other because they don't have a specific line they're cutting at. So they have to make sure they're eyeballing each other, staying at the same speed. They're staying perfectly across from each other. So that's why I like to have more bigger curvy moves, because they just have to be, they have to be aligned, and they have to be making sure that their curves are exactly the same. So basically, if I put two curves together, it would make a circle, not like a hemisphere, because one of them's flat, one of them's curved. It's a lot of thinking outside of the box of what you haven't seen before, but also using parts of the arena that you don't see much. And not just taking a retreat curl, but taking a retreat curl with a twist on it. And, you know, that's how I create a lot of different moves. It's just taking moves that already exist and turning it into something special by adding a change of gait, by adding an extra move on top, by maybe taking half of a move and not the full thing, which an example would be, instead of a curl, do a curl over. That's just a simple example. So anything like that is good. From here, I would maybe have you guys expand or do something. And I also don't want to stay in the center of the arena too much, because circles tend to do that. So it'd be really cool if people did circles, maybe a circle over here, and then a circle over here, because that also brings up the difficulty since you don't have an exact center to go off of. So I could maybe have Indy be one of my leads until 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until Ember, and then I'll have Dolphin be one of my leads, and maybe I'll have you guys exit towards a die and then go into your own circle here. And then the people who are in the center here will exit following behind one of those lines. You see what I mean? So then we have two circles, but they're not in the center of the arena, but that also brings the line back together. So just finding creative ways that's not just something simple that you've seen before. So then what I would do is, after you guys do your circle move here, you don't have to stay in this circle and do moves here. This circle can be temporary. You can do one rotation of it and then exit immediately to form the circle here, okay? I can use this as kind of like the road between two different types of moves. So that's how I get you from absolutely everywhere after the split U-turn to come back together, so we can do a more collective move with the two circles in either one of these quadrants. Alright. So, can I have, if I say trot, set, go, can I have you guys trot, and then I'll have Indy exit towards this die, and I'll have Dolphin exit towards this die, okay? And then for you two in the middle, you guys are just gonna keep curling around each other on the trot, set, go. And whenever you guys can exit to follow a line, do it. So let's say I'm here when I'm river, okay, and Dolphin just exited. If I am able to tag perfectly onto the back of her line here, then do it. I'm probably gonna give you guys like a little now thing. I'll say like now for you guys to exit, but you should be able to eyeball it. And you guys should exit now. Good. Perfect. Just like that. Alright. And you guys can halt. So then you can make something out of this. I can split you guys up even more. I can have you guys stay as two split lines. I can, you know, we could really do whatever. It's all about thinking outside the box and not just like, let's do a bloom, you know, let's think of something else other than just like the basic moves. That's really what you want to do. So this video was the process on how I make routines, and the first half you can kind of see I made the routine, and then the second half I really started to explain the reasons behind the moves that I put in and different ways that you can handle the situation wherever your line ends up. I gave you different views on you could do this there and then that here, or you could do, you know, whatever you really want, as well as adding in different things that will catch the viewer's attention and make them really intrigued in the routine. And so, like I said earlier, if you do have any questions, please don't be afraid to reach out, and go ahead and watch our older routine videos if you want any inspiration. It's always great to get some inspiration and ideas from other clubs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching.